Well, hello, YouTube piping community, Roll of Pipes. Smoking some pure Virginia Flake in my Peterson XL20. It's the Arclo series from Smoking Pipes. And it's the HH Pure Virginia Flake. It's a good, smooth Virginia blend. And yeah, just started up a bowl and sitting here on my porch on a kind of cool Louisiana evening. It's been hot for the past few months. It's kind of hot all the time here in Louisiana, but it's been especially hot. Last week it was 105 or so, and this week it's kind of cooled down. We've got some rain. It's much cooler, calmer. It's just nice. It's a nice Thursday evening to be out here on my back porch, smoking a little. This pipe, I've probably had the pipe for a month and a half. I just really like the shape. I mean, I think most of us on picking our pipes, it's all aesthetics, right? And there's something about the military mount. This was this pipe, the XL20, and the Petersons originally was part of the Sherlock Holmes series and was the Rathbone. I believe I'm saying that right. And he was one of the actors that became famous for playing Sherlock Holmes in I think the 30s and 40s. His was probably the shape of that pipe was probably actually a Dunhill pipe, but Peterson recreated the shape based off of what he was smoking in the movies, and made it a part of the Sherlock Holmes series, and just like the shape of it. It was in the Arclo series, which the Arclo series a little bit more in my price range, but and again, I just it's probably hard to see, especially with the lighting that I've got going on. But the way the Arclo series, the bowl is a little bit kind of tapered. I think I just really like it. I like the rustication. I like that it's a military mount. If I need to, I can get in there and break it apart and put a pipe cleaner down there if I need to get to the bottom of the bowl. But it's bent. It's easy to clench. I can hold it in my mouth. Well balanced. I like the pipe. For pure Virginia Flake, it's good. It just quite frankly, it's just easy. Not harsh. It's a good mellow Virginia blend. I got it from Smoking Pipes, and I can't say that this would be true for all of them, but mine had a couple of years of age on it, and so that was a nice surprise to be able to pick up a tin of tobacco and it had to age it at all, and it came out with either 1 or 2 years of age on it. So when you open it up, the tin note was real nice and real kind of that stewed fruit. You could tell it had matured, and I think that's part of that was the way they do the flake and they hot steam it. That kind of maybe, I don't know, helps that fermentation process along. So it already kind of had some of those darker, fuller flavors. One of the things I like about this tobacco is it's pretty mild up front, but the thing that you can get from some pure Virginias is that kind of mellow, kind of cocoa flavor um, that you get from is slightly sweet, but not much, but just kind of that darker, richer, fuller flavor. Shows up about mid bowl. Doesn't last very long, in my opinion. It shows up about mid bowl, and it's nice. I like it. It's a nice change of pace. I smoke mostly English blends. I'm a Latakia lover, but I've really learned to love Virginias as well. So this is, like I said, the McBaron HH Pure Virginia Flake. It's a great blend. No, I like it. It's a nice calm evening. Smoke rings are easy, possible. Well, I know I don't have any followers. So if anybody comes along and sees this, they come along and seen it well after it. But I thought I'd try. Do some live streaming and seeing what that was like. Overall, I like it. So there are two things that me, the Earl of Pipes, is into. I love pipes and pipe tobacco. I love cigars. The other thing that's important to me is my faith. I'm a Christian, as you might have guessed. It's because I'm an American and I'm white. That was odds on favorite, right? And, so I bring that up because one of the things that I found interesting that I'm using and doing some of lately is that finally I've regularly committed to having a time where I'm with the Lord every morning. That I'm not a morning person, but I now love waking up at 5:30, and I have to wake up at 5:30 because my kids, I got 4 kids, and they start waking up about 6-ish, and so if I'm not up by 5:30, then it's not gonna happen. So I finally just said, you know what, I got to do it. It's the only way for me to move deeper in my walk with the Lord. And so that's what I've been doing for the past few weeks, and I love it. And one of the things that's been a little bit of a game changer for me, right? So I can't do electronic quiet times. I can't use my iPhone to do my quiet time. I can't use an iPad because I get distracted. It's like trying to do, and I'm trying to do a quiet time or a devotional time with the Lord with my 4 kids in the room because I woke up too late, and that's not possible. Well, let me tell you what else isn't possible for me is having an iPad and doing a devotional time because it's like inviting those 4 kids, except more. I have access to the whole world now, trying to do my quiet time. So I get distracted. I check Facebook, I'll check Twitter or what have you. And so I get distracted. So I've got to use old fashioned, use the Bible, and I've got to use pen and paper, and that works really well for me. And so I've got a moleskin journal, and I've got a Bible, a ESV version, um, and it works really well for me to be able to read the passage, write down my thoughts, write down my prayers, and then move on. Put the date and what's going on. Just kind of my routine, where I am, the date, what passage I've read, and my thoughts on that, and then my prayers. That's very helpful for me. But one of the things that I will say, um, that I've always wanted to be able to do, is to be able to very easily either share something that I've learned from my quiet time that morning, or to be able to, in years past, very easily pull it up and use it again. And I know I'm not the first to say this, but Evernote is great for that. And let me tell you why. It's great because I can do my hard copy version. Okay. I can read my Bible, hard copy, leave my phone across the room. I can do my journal, hard copy. Then I take my phone when I'm done with my time with the Lord. When I'm done singing, I'm done praying, I'm done reading. I've had a time of worship and devotion to the Lord that hopefully sets me right for the rest of the day. That when I'm done with that, I can take my phone, open up Evernote on it, and because I've got a moleskin, it's got the little ribbon divider. I can put that right in the middle of the page. Add my note, put the passage that I've read that day, and then I can hit the add photo and put it over, and it will intelligently look and figure out where the page is, and we'll snap a picture of it perfectly. On top of that, Evernote has at least put some effort into designing their system to read my handwritten notes. Now, I write in cursive, and it's not the neatest, and so it doesn't pick up everything. I think that's a problem on my end. If I printed as I wrote, it would probably pick it up better. And I used to print for years, but cursive looks so much better when you're writing, so I've gone back to writing in cursive. It took me a while to get there, but yeah, that's what I'm doing, and it's worked. It's really been helpful. I mean, when I say helpful, I mean me just deciding to do the devotional time. It's been helpful to get in the Word, to think on the Word, to meditate on the Word, to pray, and to sing. I'm not the best singer in the world. I'm really quite horrible. But I've learned to incorporate some hymns, some simple songs. Because all of life is worship. And I can think of nothing better than to sing songs to Him. I think, I haven't given it too much thought, but there's something that's innate, I think, within humans. I don't know of a culture that doesn't instinctively sing songs, that doesn't instinctively write songs about the things that are important, and that those things can very much, that those songs can create strong emotional attachments and can put you in a frame of mind and feeling and emotion very quickly, much quicker than reading words on a page. There's something about music that I'd argue is fundamental to humanity and to and to our way of relating to the world, that it's like a fundamental need. So I try and incorporate that where I can. Again, I'm not great at it. I don't play any instruments, and I don't sing well. Well, whatever the grammatical is. I don't write well either. But That's what I'm doing. Other thing that you may want to know, if you start following me and you want to read some of my thoughts on that, on scripture, I have a blog, a website, earloflsu.com. Okay, and that is my other YouTube channel. My name's Earl, by the way, in case you hadn't figured it out. But you should check it out. What else? Not much else. Well, I hope that you get a chance to try some of this. It's a good Virginia. I like it better than if you're looking for Flake Virginias. Now I know Orlick Golden Slice um, is a vapor, but I like it much better than that. I like it better than a Scudo. I know, again, a vapor. I've just tried a couple of bowls of Samuel Gayworth Full Virginia Flake, so I can't render that one, an opinion on that one, on how they compare. I think I like, I don't know, I've just smoked more of that one. I think they're similar. They both have those bass undertones. That Gonwith always seems to have a hard time drawing it out, and I know everybody does. But my two favorite Virginias are McClellan's 40th anniversary. That's my top Virginia. It's beautiful, beautiful. I love it, but they don't make it anymore. I was lucky enough to pick up 4 tins of the 100 gram before they discontinued and stopped making it. So I'm really glad that I did that. At the time, I didn't really have it budgeted, and it was more of a splurge. A few months later, they just said they're going out of business. So I'm glad I did that. And GLP's makes a pure Virginia flake. It's not called pure Virginia flake. I think it's Union Square. It's in the San Francisco series. That one is really good too. It's very much mid bowl on that one. Again, those flavors, and I think it's because of the way in which the Virginia's kind of fluke, for lack of a better word, flu cure while you're smoking it. So as you're moving down, those have cured. Hold on. Hey.
Hey, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So you want to hear what happened?
Yeah.
So we go. Well, okay. So we go to the book club. We meet. We have a good time. We're about to leave, and I was like, I probably need to get gas before. I think I said that on the way. Foreshadowing, right? So.
You ran out of gas?
Oh yeah. Yep. 30 miles left to empty, and I ran out of gas.
Where?
We're good now. I ran. It was about half mile to the Farmersville Highway exit. So we walked. We got gas, and her brother came and picked us up and dropped us back off at the car. And now I'm gonna go get the box fan.
Oh, okay. So why didn't? Okay.
I didn't call you because there's nothing you can do. You couldn't leave the kids, you know.
Yeah.
So, and she was like, I'm just gonna call my brother. He doesn't have he lives by himself. He's single. He's young, whatever. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I was so embarrassed because
Right, on the way home?
on the way home I ran out of gas. Yes.
Not on the way there. I thought you were saying on the way there. You did.
No, on the way home. So, yeah, cause so like we're on the way, and I'm like, I should get gas before we leave. Well, I got on the interstate before I got gas, and I was like, oh, I forgot. And I looked down, and it said 50 miles to empty, and I said, okay, we should be good. But funny story, so this has happened to us before, where we've been on the road and I had 30 miles left to the gallon or left to empty, and I ran out of gas. And then it happened another time when we had 13 miles left and it ran out of gas. So sometimes it doesn't tell the truth. And lo and behold, 30 miles left to empty, and and the stop accelerate. Like I stopped, the gas is not longer working. The engine light comes on. I was like, Megan, pray we can make it to the ramp. Like I could see the exit,
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Okay.
what are you up to? How was your night?
Well, I'm on. It was good. But me and you are on YouTube Live right now. So
Oh, I was wondering. I mean, it sounded different. It doesn't sound bad.
yeah,
So
my
YouTube
phone.
Live.
Well, my phone is inside, and I'm outside with my laptop.
Well,
I'm over on
that's
pipe.
cool.
So
So YouTube Live, you can make phone calls through. Like, is it designed for like
well,
conference
no,
call?
it accesses my microphone
Uh
and
huh.
my video, and I'm looking. I can see my video is still running, but when I answered, you interrupted what I could see on the screen.
Huh.
There I am. Yeah, yeah, we're still live.
So is anybody else able to see your live feed?
I'm sure if I had any viewers, they could, but
That's weird.
I don't. But we've
So
been
you could
carrying
have
on.
like a call-in show, for instance,
I
where
could if I
people could
wanted to give
call
people
in.
my number. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting. Interesting.
Interesting. Interesting.
Very, very interesting.
All right, babe.
Very
Well, I
fine.
love you.
I love you too.
I'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
And that was my wife. She evidently ran out of gas. Well, that's about all I got. Till next time. Later.